Greetings from Team Dixon Realty Group, Inc. Welcome to our vidcast number 2, and thank you if you were able to watch our vidcast number 1.
We've had a lot of support, and we appreciate it, and boy, have we filmed a lot of trials on this video, but it's an important one, so don't tune us out. Tonight, we're tackling a big-time myth in real estate. It affects all buyers, those that have bought in the past, those that are looking now, those that are going to buy in the future. If you know somebody who's looking, you've heard this. You've thought this. It's the myth of the dreaded 20% down. And it is a myth, big time.
It is. There's been a recent survey done by Convergence Analytics that shows that 49% of renters believe that they need 20% down in order to purchase a home.
That's almost half of you that are renting that are being buffaloed by this. You're really, honestly, being taken advantage of a little bit.
But you think that you're doing the responsible thing. You're saying, well, we're just going to keep renting and keep saving for that down payment.
Historically, that's worked. That's been great. But there's a problem with that thinking today. And here's the problem. Look at this graphic that we're putting up for you from Pulsonomics, very trusted company that looks over data, and they're telling you that historically, to afford a median rent, a middle-of-the-road rent, it's taken 25.8% of your income to cover that. Well, look what's happened to that number today. It's risen. Today, you need 28.4, almost 28.5% of your income to afford rent, because it's just skyrocketing out there. But now look a line down. What if you wanted to buy a house today? In order to afford a median home, just a average middle-of-the-road home, historically would have taken 21% of your income. But today, that number's actually gone down. Even with rising home prices, you only need 17.5% of your income to do that.
Most people are really surprised to hear that, because they think that with home prices going up so much that they're just not going to be able to afford it. But actually, it's more affordable today than it has been in a while.
Much more. In fact, if you look at it this way, the difference between that 28.4 to rent and 17.5 to buy, that 11%, if you're renting, you are throwing away 11% of your income.
Yeah, rising rents just make it nearly impossible to save as much today as in the past.
And so, saving up for that 20% down, don't need to do it. Here's the truth. This is the truth that dispels the myth. Last year, 2018, the median down payment on approved loans nationwide was 5%. That's it. So if you're trying to save for that 20%, you may already have enough. You may already have enough to get into a home.
Now, chances are you probably don't need to. In fact, it's estimated right now that 33% of all millennials are mortgage ready. That they could qualify now to purchase a home, taking their income, their debt, their credit score, and they most likely will qualify for a home.
You're in better shape than you think you are, and we love the millennials. We think you're awesome.
We love working with the millennials.
We were talking to a millennial couple just last week. They got a little child. They're saying, we're ready to go. We want to get into this home, and they approached a lender, which is a great first step. That is the first step. The lender came back and looked at their stuff and said, you pre-qualify for $240,000, which could buy them a wonderful home to start out. And then the bad news came. The lender came back and said, however, to get that, you need $7,500 down, which they just didn't have. And most people don't.
And most people don't. And they did the right thing. The first thing you need to do is go to a lender to get pre-qualified.
Always, every time.
Always do that.
Yep.
But you also need to make sure that you ask about down payment assistance programs. And the lender that you go to should know about those. In fact, we've just had some colleagues write an ebook, a 43-page ebook that outlines all of the down payment assistance programs that are out there.
43 pages of government and private, mostly grants. And it's not just for first-time home buyers, although there are a lot more for first-time home buyers. Military things. It's really for everyone, and you don't need to pay them back. It's not like the old Utah housing that was like a second mortgage where you're financing your down payment. Now you can get assistance and never have to pay that back. It's free money, and who doesn't like free money? So if you're working with a lender and you ask them about down payment assistance and they're not being very helpful, that means one of two things. They either don't know straight up don't know, or they don't want to do the work for you to go figure it out.
Yeah, so we've got some great lenders that we have our clients work with and that we've worked with. Just a short list of 3 or 4 of them that we trust.
We've got a track record with these. They're wonderful.
Yeah.
So we're happy to share that list. If you need 3 or 4 lenders to look through and call,
you should always call more than one
you
lender.
should
You should
shop around. You bet. And just because you pre-qualify with someone doesn't mean you need to go with them for your mortgage. So let us know if we can help. You know how to get a hold of us. Here's our contact info. Come and talk with Team Dixon. We're there for you. And we'll sign off until next time. Thanks for watching. Have a great night and a great week.
Bye-bye.
Bye.